Hey, it's Jason with jams.net. Today, I'm going to talk about replacing this spotlight, which I got at Home Depot about 5 years ago, but it's already broke, it's already failed, and I think it has to do with the sensor. So what I want to talk about is this new light that I got from Amazon. So let's take a little peek inside of the box and see what we have here. Now, I want to start off by saying this company has sent me this absolutely free for no cost. They simply said, hey, Jason, we saw in your other video you were installing a spotlight and said the one was broken on the side of your house. We would love you to try this light. You can get this from Amazon. It is a company called Olafus, I think, or Olafus is how you pronounce it. They are based, it seems like in China, but I bought that at Home Depot and it was in China as well. So you get your mounting hardware. They give you some hardware for the electrical wires. And then you get the actual light. Now I'm going to try to hammer this install out very quickly because it's going to be dark before I know it. So let's open this up and take a peek at it. So this is like the three LED bulbs or something another that expand out. So I'm very curious to see how, so it looks like it's, I guess, three, yeah, then these flip over like this. And then this is going to tilt up. So my install is going to look like that. The little sensor on the bottom looks like you can adjust the sensitivity. You can adjust, it looks like, maybe the brightness level, dusk to dawn, and how long it stays on. And then when you hook these lights up, there's always three. You typically have a neutral, which is right here. You have your live wire, which is this black one. And then they got a big old label on this one. This is your ground. And there's just a bunch of warnings about how to ground it. So that, my friends, is what it's going to look like. So it's going to appear to be a smaller footprint than what I have up there. So let me go grab the ladder and I'm going to take this down. So looking at the old one, it seems like there's a, if you can see it here, there's a screw right here in the middle, which probably would make this pop out. There's already like a junction box mounted, which the old one should go right to. So I'm going to go ahead and just see if this one screw is how I hold it on, and that should expose the three wires. But this gives you a really good idea. And what I'm noticing here is this is busted. Look at that. So this totally is just damaged from probably age. And this was like a nice one I bought from Home Depot. So I clearly would say, I'm sure this one that I got through Amazon here that they sent me is going to work just fine. Let me get this thing undone and take a peek behind it. You know, they always say you're just one broken bolt or screw away from a project taking hours. And this center thing was so rusty and stripped, it took me forever to get it off. But when you take your old light off, you're typically going to see your white wire to the white wire, the black to the black, and this ground was put into one of these. So I'm just going to hook it up. But this video is less of the install and more of how much is it going to illuminate. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the power to this just to be safe, hook it up, mount it, and then we're going to show the illumination. So in the packet, they do give this, which is a little adhesive to kind of create some pressure on the back plate. So you want to make sure you use that. You can see their bracket. it has the ground mounted for, so I probably am going to take the one off. But it's pretty much the same. That just protrudes out when this one's more flat. So I think I need to use this flat one. They give the hardware to do that, and then you have your 3 wires. Now, whenever I do testing, I always use a little volt alert pin. You cut it on, and it would tell you what's hot just by touching it. I always recommend to do that. I'm not an electrician. You can see here, nothing is hot right now. It would beep if it was hot. I'm just in my garage, but if that wire was hot, it would beep. These things are like, you know, this is a little bit of a nicer one, but I think I only paid like 19 bucks for it. Don't fiddle around with wires unless you know they're not hot. So you can see the difference here. The one on the bottom is completely flat. It's labeled ground. The one on the top had like a curve. That's the original. So I am going to use the one that was supplied with the kit. It has gotten dark on me quick in about 30 minutes. But you can see here, I have that black strip here installed, the old light out, and next I'm going to put the bracket over this, and then I can secure the light and wire it up. Alright, so I came inside to show this. The first button here is sensitivity. The second one here is how sensitive it is to dusk and dawn. So it's only going to cut on if it's all the way to the plus. If it's dark out, if it's more to the negative, it will function more in the day. And the last one is a minimum of 10 seconds, a maximum it's at a 7 minutes adjustment. So I'm going to do like 2 minutes. It will stay on. I want it to be maximum darkness, and I want it to go as far as it can. So you could be as far away as 10 meters, I think it said. I'm not sure what that is in feet for it to actually go off. You know, I hate doing projects and videos when it gets dark, but you just don't have a lot of choice in the winter. So my sincere apologies for this. But you can see I have the ground hooked up, the neutral, and the live wire. I have this new bracket hooked up in the middle, so then I can put this up here and I can screw it in and I'll be good to go. Okay, I have this bad boy hooked up here, as you can see. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. And I have this specific light on a switch, so I can actually completely cut it off. You got a really nice sill at the bottom and all the way around using that black gasket it came with. This is the view without it on right now. And then I'm going to go cut it on and I'll show what that view looks like. So this is off the ladder. I do have these pathway lights and a few spotlights in the landscaping. Those lights are just the flashlights. I guess I should cut those off for this demonstration. So typically you walk out of the house, we have a porch light, pathway lights. The garage is up, so it's actually emitting a little bit more light. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Driveway that you would typically come into. So it is pitch black. These lights let out a little bit. I mean, you can navigate, but that even has a spotlight on the camera coming on. And you can see here. So I'm trying to just give you a really good view of what it looks like. Let's go cut this bad boy on and let's see how much light this Olafus LED spotlight gives me. Okay, this is without it, And now we're gonna cut it on. And you can see, whoa, it lights up everything. Thumbs up. So do I like this light? Absolutely, I like it. It lights up everything. It's good for security. It's good when you come home from work. Highly recommend it. So if you remember when I was doing this video, it was pitch black, and you can see I like it. I don't usually just say I like things unless I do. But I mean, this gives me absolutely perfect light. Easy to install. It's relatively cheap. I'm a fan of this light, and I would recommend, if you're looking for a light, to consider this brand. Let's see if this one lasts longer than the one I got from Home Depot a few years ago. It seems like the LED or the little sensor is in a better location, so I tend to think it will. But thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hey, I hope you found this useful, and maybe it will serve the purpose of lighting up your entryway, your garage area, your driveway, whatever the heck it is. Have a great day.